Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon-sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Kevin Tigner, who's requested that I react to another video from WatchMojo. This time it's Top 10 Weirdest Music Genres, which is definitely an interesting topic for a list. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that. There are probably some pretty strange genres of music out there. Ones that I would never even think of, so I'm not even going to guess what's on the list. It's all going to be stuff that I've never even heard of before, and probably never would have heard of if I wasn't about to see this list. So, should be interesting. Should be a learning experience, and clue me into some stuff that I don't know is out there. Maybe I'll like some of it. Probably not, but maybe some of it will be... I mean, I like weird sometimes, so maybe. I don't know. But I'm thinking this is probably going to be a little too weird, a little bit too out there to really be all that inviting. Though, we'll see. We'll see what it is and what exactly gets included. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go. All right. WatchMojo.com. Cruise Ship Terror.
You're not gonna find songs from these genres topping the charts.
I wouldn't think so. Oh. Okay.
WatchMojo.com. And today, we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 weirdest music genres.
This might be fun. I mean...
For this list, we're looking at the weirdest, most bizarre, and obscure music genres we can find.
Nice and obscure. Oh, okay.
This isn't a judgment on the quality of the music or musicians that make up.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Confirmation
I mean,
that they're not at all conventional.
Yeah, Yeah.
Number 10, Vaporwave.
Okay.
A lot of these genres are going to be tough to define, and this format is no exception.
Adventures in green foot painting. Okay, that sounds wonderful.
As a satire of consumerism, Vaporwave emerged as a genre in the 2010s across various online music communities, beginning with artists such as James Ferraro and Vectroid, just to name a few.
Yeah.
Start with a foundation of basic pop music and add a heavy dose of 80s and 90s pop culture, then mix samples of smooth jazz and corporate lounge music while using pitch shifting and loops to achieve a distorted sound, and you've got yourself some Vaporwave.
I mean, this seems kind of relaxing, but definitely weird.
Number 9, Lowercase.
All right. Lowercase. Forms of paper.
Music is all about dense, catchy, overwhelming beats and compositions. You know, hooks and massive choruses. But, by contrast, Lowercase asks listeners to experience sounds drowned out by the auditory clutter of the world. Lowercase artists digitally amplify natural sounds like anthills and flowers growing, taking a microscope to sounds otherwise imperceptible to the human ear.
Probably kind of peaceful, I mean...
Others, such as Steve Roden, isolate everyday situational sound, like the handling of paper.
I mean, does this really count as music?
The sound of a
honestly,
library. Minimalist and ambient it may be, but Lowercase is unlikely to top the Billboard charts anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, this is like nature sounds. It's not really music.
I wish that you would have told me from the beginning what was going on.
Number 8, Nintendo Core.
Okay, of course.
In the early 2000s, Horse the band jokingly coined the term Nintendo Core to describe their unique style of music, which combined metal and 8-bit video game inspired.
Okay, well that I can more wrap my head around that, I think, as actually something people would want to listen to.
Leading other video game inspired rock and metal musicians to adopt the term. Nintendo Core's ancestry can be traced to chiptune, a genre of music spawned in the 1980s that incorporated 8-bit synth from the video game world and EDM-like tempos.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
It's a formula that is just so crazy that it works, leaving video game fans everywhere looking for the nearest mosh pit.
Yeah, I like it.
Number 7. Splittercore and Extratone. Hardcore, techno, and gabber were among the first EDM subgenres to push the number of beats per minute in an aggressive direction.
I see.
But Splittercore and Extratone make them look tame by comparison. Both Splittercore and Extratone fall under the larger umbrella genre of speedcore, which is defined as any EDM where the BPM exceeds 300 beats per minute.
Wow. By contrast, this is not so relaxing.
Splittercore is speedcore on amphetamines, usually exceeding 600 BPMs.
Okay, yeah.
It pushes the boundary of recognizable EDM to its very limits, and then Extratone demolishes those limits, going beyond 1000 BPM. In fact, the human brain struggles to keep up, and the individual beats sound like a single pulsating tone.
Yeah, I don't really think that's music anymore. That's, Well, this looks fun. What is this?
Number 6.
Pirate metal.
Pirate metal.
Yes. Now this I'm into. I mean, I've never listened to it, but I totally would.
Pirate metal pays homage to the original headbangers of the sea by mixing power metal, thrash metal, and speed metal with traditional pirate ballads, chants, and the folk sound associated with seafaring. Lyrically, pirate metal is all about buried treasure, rum, kidnapping landlubbers, and other pirate
Of course.
pastimes.
I mean, I'm glad this exists, honestly, this
Pirate
one.
metal fans around the world
This is,
have the metal band Running Wild to thank for inventing the genre when they abandoned their satanic imagery for the pirate life with their third studio album, Under Jolly Roger.
What do we got now?
Number 5. Crunkcore.
Okay.
There seems to be a clear correlation between weird music and genres that end in core.
Yeah.
In this case, our hybrid genre combines crunk music with screamo and emo. This is usually achieved by pairing vocal styles
What the hell?
emo and screamo with electronic beats similar to those found in southern hip-hop. That being said, crunkcore really
This one
feels
seems
like an
a-
old pastiche of pop culture from
bit
2005
obnoxious.
to 2010.
Yeah.
Throw everything you can find, including hip-hop, scene kid fashion, emo, screamo, techno, suburban youth, auto-tune, and Hot Topic into the mix, and you got the neo
Wonderful.
monster that is crunkcore. Number 4, avant-garde.
Okay, well that's
Avant-garde is a term that can be applied to any
Yeah,
piece of art
I
which
mean,
pushes beyond the accepted
is that really a
boundaries of
genre?
art
It's just sort
form.
of a descriptor.
In the case of music, it's difficult to set any specific set of characteristics. But a number of composers from the 20th century rose to prominence by radically altering the definition of music, and came to be commonly known as avant-garde composers. Among them are Arnold Schoenberg, who worked with serialism,
Okay.
a technique of composition using a series of systematic values, and John Cage, whose most infamous piece consisted of 4 minutes and 33 seconds of sitting in front of his piano in silence.
All right. That's wonderful.
Number 3, Catholic psychedelic synth.
Of course. Of course.
Psychedelic synth and folk music feel like an unlikely pairing to begin with, but add Catholic
I wouldn't really
symbolism to
say
the mix
that.
and
I
things
mean,
get really weird.
60s.
The 60s and the 70s resulted in a lot of experimentation, but this genre stands out from the crowd.
Yeah.
Sister Irene O'Connor's Fire of God's Love, Songs to Ignite the Spirit, sounds innovative and experimental even today, without considering that it was recorded by an Australian nun living in a monastery in 1976.
This actually sounds really like I would like it. I mean, honestly. I listened to this. I totally would.
And Emily Bittinger each made significant contributions to the genre with their respectively trippy releases Silhouette Segments and Emily.
Somehow it seems to work.
Number 2, Danger Music.
This, on the other hand...
This is another genre that is more about an idea than any distinct musical characteristics. It is considered to be a form of avant-garde music, but it pushes a definition of music.
A lot of these seem to do that.
Danger music is also called anti-music.
Yeah. I can see why. This is,
You should be. Danger music is defined by one thing: the theory that some music can be inherently dangerous.
Is he going to hurt himself and that kind of thing? So, everyone thinks of glass and they think danger, like broken glass.
Musicians creating danger music use this hypothesis in various ways, such as playing loud enough to deafen an audience. Or writing, the performer should blind themselves 5 years after this piece in the sheet music. Fun. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few
Baby Metal's
honorable
cool.
mentions.
Kawaii Metal. Love it. That's actually good stuff. So,
I'm British.
oh.
Like a clotted cream tea, apologetic Morris.
This seems fun.
I'm British.
Totally listen to that too. Oh, Seat Punk, okay. I could get into it. Oh. I mean, I don't think that's that weird.
Number 1, Japan Noise.
Okay.
This
Explain.
music is produced all over the world, but no one does it quite as weird as the musicians of Japan, who have developed a distinct and highly regarded noise music culture known as Japan Noise.
I see.
While the 1980s and 1990s were certainly the high point of the genre, Japan maintains its position as a mecca of noise music. The Japan Noise movement encompasses many subgenres of noise music coming out of Japan, from the tabletop electronic noise of MSBR or the Incapacitants to more punk-inspired Japan Noise artists like Ruins. Japan Noise has
Well, that
also
sounds
produced
kinda
arguably
okay.
one of the most famous and respected noise musicians ever, Merzbow.
This, on the other hand, I don't know. I mean,
So, do you agree with our list? What's the weirdest music you've ever had the pleasure or displeasure of listening to? For more unique top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about a lot of them. I mean, the Pirates and the Nuns, that seemed pretty okay. But I don't know. Some weird stuff. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. This was weird. This was a good list, though. I mean, I like just strange stuff I've never seen before. So, good pick here, I think. I enjoyed it. Just learning what's out there is always fun, and this is definitely some stuff I've never encountered before. And it's pretty interesting to see what some people listen to, I guess. Kind of. I mean, how many people really listen to some of these? Like, I don't know. Yeah, but it was fun, and definitely a learning experience here. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. Hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.